Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Still got this tree up, still going strong. I might take it down this week, I don't know. Be sad to see it go. I love it so much. Anywho, so in my last video, I talked about like my New Year's resolutions and what I wanted to accomplish this year. And today's kind of goes off of that. It's how like I am going to remain positive in this new year. I don't want to be a Debbie Downer. I want to be a Sunshine Sally, if that's a thing, if that's a person. I don't know. But one way I'm going to do that is by reading a lot more, reading more like positive books, some self-help books. And I have 4 here today I'm going to share with you. 2 I've read, 2 I have not. So the first 2, this one is by Maria Shriver and it's called I've Been Thinking, Reflections, Prayers, and Meditations for a Meaningful Life. The like cover art is really pretty. That's actually kind of why I bought the book. And also I think someone on TV said they read it and really liked it. But what I like about this book is like it's not like a chapter book. It's kind of like she'll put a quote and then how she interprets the quote, and then like it kind of is a little religious. She'll put like a prayer of how she wants to keep that interpretation in her life or whatever. But I like that because like you could flip open any page any day and just like read the quote there. You don't have to like finish it from first page to the last page. So like one of the quotes, she quotes like famous people and like philosophers, not like herself. But it's, I am not what happened to me, I am what I choose to become. And then she puts like kind of how she interprets that in that statement. And like how throughout her life things have happened that have changed her. And then at the end she like will like write out a prayer to God on like how to help her become the person she's meant to be. So I guess it's kind of religious. If you're not into that, maybe don't get this book, but it's not like overwhelmingly religious. Like you could just like, I guess, ignore the dear God part and just read it and then like kind of manifest. You could just take her interpretation of what the quote means to her and then kind of, this is one where when I read it, I write down notes on like what I think her interpretation means and how I can apply that to my life. I don't necessarily do the dear God part. Like if you're not religious, I guess kind of look over that, but this is a good book. Like I read a quote a day sometimes in the morning when I wake up to get me in a positive mindset for the day and just to set like intentions. I think it's really good for that. And then kind of in the back, she has her opinions on like boundaries, privacy, loyalty, perfectionism, marriage and divorce. Those were like big parts of her life. She doesn't go into like, I guess, details. Like that's not what this book is. It's not like an autobiography, but just her opinions on that. And success, how she judges success, therapy, health, motherhood, fear, stuff like that. So it's kind of a good book. It gets you thinking. And like I said, you don't have to read it from the first page to the last page. You could just open to a random page, read that quote, and it gets you thinking. And the quotes are always like, they're not like super positive, they're thinker quotes. So they will help you to think and like kind of figure out what's important to you. So that's what I like about this book. The next one, it's by the Queen herself, Oprah Winfrey. Another book I bought because of the cover art. I've been that way since I was a kid. But anything that Oprah sells, I will buy. I just want all the positive vibes from her. Like, she is goals. I think we can all admit that. And I just like, I'm looking for the Gail to my Oprah this year. So if you're interested, hit me up in the comments down below. And I don't know if anyone else does this, but like with famous people, like, this is gonna sound really creepy. I think about like what they might smell like. Like to me, Ellen DeGeneres smells like sugar cookies and Oprah smells like lavender that she has picked fresh from her garden. I don't know if that's weird. I don't know if anyone else does that, but yeah, that's it, guys. But hers is a quote book too. She has like all these famous people she's asked to contribute to it. So some of them are just quotes, some are questions like about where they've lived, their upbringing, lessons they've learned. And in the back it has all the people who've contributed to the book. So if you just want to see like, oh, what does Justin Timberlake have to say, it'll tell you where to go. But it's another book where you don't have to read from like the first page to the last page. You can go in any order you want. And I think in the back, like chapter 10, I haven't read it like straight through, so I don't really know. But yeah, like the epilogue is written by her, and I think the intro, and then she has quotes throughout, and like, just look at those photos. They're just like gorgeous photos. So that alone will inspire you, give you a positive mindset. But 2 quotes that I really like. One is, we were ordinary human beings, ordinary people touched by what I like to call the spirit of history. Some force just grabbed us. People had to do something. People had to do something. If not, I don't think history would have been kind to us. Which I think is a very powerful statement. And it really gets you thinking about how much power you have. Not just in your own life, but in the life of others. And like everything you do. So I really like that. And then the next one, I'm going to try to say it without crying because it's by Joe Biden. And I'm not going to like share political views. Like whether you like him or not, I think this quote is very powerful, and he's lived a heck of a life that anyone can find inspiration from, just the things that have happened to him in his life. So this one is, a tractor trailer blindsided and killed my wife and daughter, and my 2 sons were badly injured. As we walked out of the hospital, my mother grabbed my hand and said, Joey, out of everything horrible, something good will come, if you look hard enough for it. I thought it was cruel at one point, but that was my mother's notion. We were taught just to get up. When you get knocked down, just get up and move forward. When you think about it, so many people without the kind of help that I had do it every day. Right now, somebody's gone through something significantly worse than me, and they have nobody behind them, and they're getting up, they're moving forward. It gives me such overwhelming confidence in people, the ability to absorb pain, and the spiritual reassurance that comes from knowing those we lost are still a part of us. Wow. I don't know, I just think that's really powerful to think of, and it shows you that these are all well-known people in this book, like people we view as celebrities, politicians, world leaders, and they talk about their life and share things that you might not know that make them seem more human and relatable, and not just like this person with this perfect life. And his quote, it really shows you that we all have suffering, and we need to be more aware of that, and that everyone is going through pain, but it's not the pain you go through, it's how you respond to it. So I really like that quote. And there's some that are more positive. Like, I think she asked Mindy Kaling about how she tries to be like a role model in the workplace for other women, because she's dealt with like racism and sexism, and how when she has a TV show, she really tries to accomplish that to make other women feel better and more empowered. So yeah, this is another book each morning. I just try to open it up to a random page, read the quote, and it gets you thinking, and it makes your mindset. Sometimes, like, the things they talk about aren't obviously, like what Joe Biden talked about, happy things, but it gets you thinking about like the happy things in your life, and the like how pain and suffering, they do occur, but that's not all that can occur in your life, and kind of how pain and suffering can connect us as humans, so you're not as alone as you thought you were. And then also in the back, I haven't done this yet. Maybe it's because I went to Catholic school, but it has like writing prompts. And in Catholic school, they were like, don't write in the books. Like, it's a sin. God will strike you. Not really, but I guess it's because school funding isn't the best, kids. Gotta reuse those books. So I still feel weird about writing in this book, but I'm gonna do these things. Maybe on a separate notebook, I don't know. But Like it has writing prompts. Like this one is like sit down and you write about what really matters to you, and then how you want to put more focus on the things that matter to you, your goals, and accomplish those, and not get caught up in like social media and stuff you see on there. Like TV shows don't really matter. This one I really like and I really want to do. It's called Climbing Your Mountain. Think about the mountain you're climbing in your life. You can start with a relationship, promotion, personal crisis, and then write like a negative thought about that, and then a positive affirmation that you have told yourself in moments of uncertainty. That'll help you get past the worry you might be facing, which is really good because I have a lot of negative thoughts. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not a very confident person. I'm trying to learn how to be more confident this new year, but like I'm very hard on myself. That was one of my goals, to accept myself more and not be so hard on myself. So I spend a lot of time tearing myself down, and I think this is really good to practice giving myself positive affirmations and just building myself up. So I really like that. And then this one is actually like really good. It's kind of overwhelming, but not, I don't know. It kind of is, but hopefully the book will help you work through it. That's the point, right? It's like the vision and hope you hold for like, I guess, your future, your soul, like the kind of person you want to be. So you write that down. So kind of intimidating, but maybe don't take it too seriously. I don't know. Take baby steps to get there. I mean, it's not going to happen in a day, but yeah. So Maria Shriver, I've Been Thinking, my first pick. And then Oprah Winfrey, The Path Made Clear. Beautiful artwork, beautiful quotes that'll get you thinking, help you get positive, and help you think about your life and how all those things apply to it. Show you that other people have gone through trials and tribulations as well, and that they can be a source of inspiration for you. Then the next two I have not read. One is a New York Times bestseller. A lot of my friends have read this. My sister gave it to me, and I was not happy when she gave it to me. I don't know. I kind of like took it as an insult, her giving me a self-help book, which is stupid now looking back, but I wasn't really in the mindset that I like needed help, which I think we all do. Some people can ask for it more easily than others can't. But yeah, so this book, I haven't read it, so I've heard a lot of good things. It's written by a woman, Jen Sincero, and basically she's gonna help you figure out why you are the way you are, how to love what you can't change, how to change what you don't love, and how to use the force to kick some serious booty. So I think her whole point in this book is to help you become self-aware, figure out what you want in life, and not necessarily figure out how to achieve what you want in life, but just admit that that's what you want, and then kind of take steps to surround yourself with people who will support that dream, and if they don't, kick them to the curb. But I've heard she shares a lot of humorous stories, and my sister got it for me because she said that if I ever wrote a book, she thinks this is how I would sound, because I guess the woman's a little bit sarcastic. But yeah, and I think she uses like inspiration from her own life and like life stories. It has a lot about meditation in here too, which I've never done, so that could be interesting. But I think it says like she was in a failed band, so she writes about that, kind of failed relationships. So she takes from what she's learned to help other people achieve what they want to in their life through her failures. So that's on the list for this year. And the last one I got like a year ago, and I did not start it. Well, I did start it, and then I stopped. But I'm going to make more of a point this year to read. So that's like time aside. But He's supposed to be really sarcastic too, and I think she is as well. His approach, I've heard, a lot of my friends have read this one also, but his approach in this book is not like kind of a coddling approach that some other self-help books might have. Like on this flap here, it says like his approach isn't like taking lemons and making lemonade. It's about having to sip your lemonade and like realize not every situation a positive can be made from it. You're gonna have failures, you're gonna have rejection. You need to feel those things, you need to feel pain, and that's ultimately what's gonna help you in life. See the online says. Okay, so the reason we feel like failures in life is because we prioritize the wrong things. And this is because society focuses on positive thinking and superficial social media, which ain't that the truth. Highlight reel of people's life. So we are looking for emotional highs because of these things and not necessarily lasting happiness. So that's what his book is about. He wants you to like find ways to achieve lasting happiness, not temporary happiness. So we have to be wrong, fail, learn how to feel bad, accept pain and rejection. Because we can't care equally about everything, we need to prioritize and focus on what brings us happiness and meaning. So I guess he talks about his failures and pain and how that has taught him what he really wants in life and the things that are important to him. And then I guess he gives you steps to kind of achieve those things. So his is kind of, I guess you have to like confront your fears and failures, because once you do that, you deal with the truths of your life and the truths of yourself, and that'll give you courage once you face those things. So that's kind of cool. That's kind of a different take. And I've heard that it's by Mark Manson. I think he's gonna, I'm pretty sure, don't like quote me on this, he's teaming up with Will Smith to write a memoir or self-help book with him. So that's pretty interesting. But yeah, so these two I have not read, but I'm super excited about. So hers is learning what you want in life and how to achieve it, and his is facing your fears and the things that are not so great in life to achieve lasting happiness. So those are very interesting. But yeah, those are kind of the books I'm reading to kind of give me a positive mindset this year, to be not a Debbie Downer or a Petty Betty, but a Sunshine Sally. Gonna get shirts made, just kidding. But yeah, so you guys let me know in the comments down below if you have any suggestions for books to read that are self-help, kind of quote books, anything that'll get me into the positive thinking, positive mindset. And yeah, I hope you guys like this video. Please be sure to like it, comment something positive, and subscribe so you can see more videos like this in the future. And I hope you guys, your new year is off to a great start. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!